I just saw the second episode of Wonder Man, and in this episode, well, not a lot actually goes on in terms of action or anything, because I feel like this is another grounded series. So, I mean, Simon's again focusing on his acting, trying to get his lines right. And in the beginning of the episode, we see Trevor, the guy who was the Mandarin, pretending to be the Mandarin. We see how he ended up in this role as a sort of him trying to get close to Simon and how it all happened. Apparently, he was at the airport where he got caught, and it turns out that he was in jail, but he's out now, but he wasn't released or anything, which makes me think that maybe it happened because of the blip or something. Could be. I think that might be the case. So anyway, he gets into a deal with the which agency is this? There are a few agencies. The Department of something. Anyway, either he goes to jail or he helps them out and does the stuff. So he sets the plan and meets Simon and all that, and that's what we get in the beginning of the episode. And then we see Simon trying to practice his lines in his apartment, and then his powers started acting up, which made me think that his powers were coming out for the first time. And he kind of somewhat wrecks his apartment because of it, an energy blast or something, a small energy blast. And he wrecks it, and then he calls Trevor, and they go on for audition, not for auditions. They go for hunting for places to rehearse lines because his apartment he can't really use it, and that's all fine. But I thought Simon was just an ordinary guy that was trying to be an actor. It seems like he knows about his powers, but he doesn't want to do anything with them. He's trying to be a normal guy, which is interesting. I mean, after what he did in his apartment, there's no way he doesn't know that he has powers. There's a giant, the wall is kind of wrecked. We see that later in the episode. So he already has powers, but he's not doing anything about it. And it makes me wonder where did he get his powers from and what his powers are actually. I feel like you kind of needed that. And I know the origin story stuff, people are kind of bored with it, but yeah, I feel like it is kind of necessary. But I guess maybe we'll get that later on in the season or something. But yeah, so they go hunting for places to rehearse and they can't seem to find anything. And they kind of have a bonding experience of sorts. And then after trying to find multiple places, they go back to Simon's apartment again because they don't have any choice. And Trevor sees the wall that's damaged, and he acts like nothing's wrong with that. And then he takes some information from Simon's computer where the government guys had given it to him, given a ring to him to put on the computer to take information and all that. And so yeah, that's pretty much what happens in this episode. Not a lot going on. And I feel like these episodes might need to be a bit longer. I don't know. But yeah, overall the episode's decent episode. It's more about their personal connection, and it focuses kind of on Trevor and his past and all that. Trevor goes to see an old acquaintance who kind of stole his role from him, although maybe he didn't because of what they talk about. Who knows? But yeah, it's more of a bonding experience for them, and I'm guessing that'll play a big part later on. When, I don't know, Simon gets cast as Wonder Man and he actually becomes a superhero, that's what I'm guessing is gonna happen now, since he already has superpowers and he's auditioning for a role of a hero, so maybe he starts playing the role, and then he becomes a real superhero. Although I don't see any villains showing up that needs a superhero to take them down. But whatever. So yeah, I guess it's an okayish episode, but Simon's powers, it's a bit of a question mark that I would like to get answered quickly.